Hey everybody, Lightning here, and welcome back to another episode of Luigi's Mansion. Last time, we defeated the ghost family, put them in a portrait, and then came into the second area, defeated two ghost dancers, and now we're in a storage room. And looks can be a bit deceiving here. It looks like there isn't really much to do in here. However, I'm sure as many of you who have played this game, or maybe you were just rather eagle-eyed, noticed at the end of the last episode, if you look in the mirror, there's a big old button. And I don't know about you, but I like to press big old flashing buttons. Huh. Well, that doesn't look terrifyingly, ominous at all. Especially that little red mark on the floor. Let's see what's behind the paper. It's another button. I'm gonna hit it. Who's there? Who disturbs our sleep? Oh, it's Luigi. Look, guys, Luigi's finally here. We're gonna do what we did to your brother, but worse. What's on his back? It's the poltergeist. Everybody scram. Well, that happened. Luigi, are you okay? That was them! Those were the ones who released all of the ghosts from the paintings in my gallery, those fiends! I wondered where King Boo and his gang had gone. So, they were hiding in the mansion all along. Thanks for flushing them out, Luigi. I'm tickled you found them, but perhaps it would have been better if you hadn't, well, let every single one of them escape. It's just a thought. My bad. Oh well, water under the bridge. Anyway, you should probably come back to the lab for a moment. And back to the lab we shall go. I've been waiting for you, young Luigi. Your brother must have been taken by that gang of boos. Poor feller. Oh, now don't talk crazy. They're not gonna eat the man. But what became of him, Odd that he hasn't come back. Common theory holds that boos grow in strength when they travel in numbers. They must somehow combine their powers. Their power likely overwhelmed your brother. If your aim is to save Mario, there's but one way to do it. Capture each boo and slowly weaken the group's power. But boos, as their name implies, like to hide and then jump out to scare people. You've got your work cut out for you when it comes to finding them. But don't get all down in the mouth. What the heck? The Game Boy Horror I gave you has a secret function. I knew it would come in handy one day, so I developed it secretly. I call it the Boo Radar. Secretly from who? The Boo Radar will flash red when something round like a boo is hidden nearby. Use it to search everywhere, Luigi. Right now, Sonny, don't go tuckering yourself out. Relax, and just try to get those boos one at a time. The trick is using the motion controls and the control stick together. Don't forget. Of course, how could we possibly forget? Anyway, back to the mansion. We've got our work cut out for us because we let out a whopping 50 boos. All of which we can find throughout the mansion, and some of which are in locations we've already visited. And I'm going to skip this cutscene because we've seen it like 3 times already. So, anyway, this is the main collectible that I am after, the 50 boos. As implied, they are hidden all throughout the mansion. And we have a new little addition to our screen. If you take a look at the bottom left of your screen, you'll see this little kind of dark bulb. It almost looks like a turned out light bulb. But it'll start to flash whenever a boo is near. So yeah, we're going to use that to our advantage. Now, this mirror, I highly recommend taking the cloth off of it, as I did just a minute ago. We'll get into what that does later, but for now, I'm actually going to go take a look and go into some of the other rooms that we've been to and see if we can't find a Boo. As you can see, in this room is glowing. We want it to glow red. That's when we know that a Boo is near. Yep. Let's try this table. It's a bomb. It won't always be Boos. Like he said, it detects round things, not just Boos. So sometimes the Boos will use that to their advantage. And kind of copy out with some other round thingies. You, on the other hand, are a Boo. Bamboo! And bamboo is gone. I couldn't think of a bamboo pun. Bamboozled! Ha! No. Mercy, you already caught your first Boo. I've been researching those guys. Well, these Boos don't seem to like the light much, that's for sure, but they do their best to hide under furniture when they're stuck in a lit room. So then I reckon that means that turning on all the lights in the mansion is the fastest way to find all the Boos. Wouldn't you say, youngster? Okay, now send me the data on the Boo that you've got. And it makes you save every single time. Alright, so that's one Boo down, 49 to go. I want that coin. Let's try to check some of the other places we've been to. And here, we've got company. And it's a decoy. How about you? No, not Mario. Looking for me, Bootha? Oh, brother. I was like, what do you mean, Bootha? Another Boo down. Haha, you're a natural with that poltergust. Okay, now send me all the data you've got on the Boo. Unfortunately, EGOD will call you every single time you get a Boo. So, get used to that. Back in the wardrobe room, we can see what's going on. We got activity in this area, so let's check this drawer, this wardrobe. I want to play on the Game Boo Advance. No thanks. I'm more of a 3DS kind of gal. Although the GBA is kind of where I got my starts. I don't know what I'm saying. You're on fire! Alright, so that's 3 Boos down. And that's pretty much all the major rooms from the first part of the game. So, why don't we make our way back to where Chauncey and his family were and see if we can't find some Boos over there. Back in the hallway, we can go in here into the father's study and see if we can't figure out where this Boo is located. It looks like it's in the lamp. Nope, it's a bomb. Violent little things, aren't they? Speak not my name, it's a taboo! Okay, well, there's the first example of that happening. If you can't manage to capture a Boo before it touches the wall of a room, it will, basically go out into, in this case, the hallway. They can indeed work their way into other rooms that you don't have access to yet, so it's best to try to get these Boos as quick and as efficiently as possible, so that you don't have to go chasing them around the entire mansion, but sometimes it's just a little unavoidable. And if a Boo does run into a room that you don't have access to, well, you're just gonna have to play the game out until you have access to that part of the mansion, and then go after it then. In fact, many times I find myself, like, when I'm playing this game, I'll lose a Boo, completely forget about it. Speaking of completely forgetting about things, completely forget about the Boo, and then enter the room and be like, oh yeah, you're the one that got away. Now, I will say, I actually have a bit of a gripe, or a bit of a bone to pick with this Boo hunt that we're doing. So, I played this game last year when I was unfortunately sick in the hospital for a couple of days. It was about a weekend. And it was the perfect time to play Luigi's Mansion, I thought. I mean, it's October, and sick. What else am I gonna do? Also, poison mushroom. No, thank you. I decided to try to get all the booze, and I thought I did, and then I found that I only had 49. A full year later, I have no idea which one I missed, and it's been driving me up a wall ever since. So this playthrough, it is my mission to try and track down every single boo, and avenge the younger me from last year that unfortunately could not. And you know, it would be a great start if I could actually figure out where this one was. Boolicious! I'd say that was beautiful. Alright. So I believe there's only one more room for us to check, really, before we're pretty much done catching boos and can then move forward with the rest of the story. Anyway, he said, why not go to the washroom and splash some water on your face? You'll feel much better, you believe me. So basically that's a hint of, hey, why don't you go here? There's things that happen over in that direction, but don't worry, you guys, we'll get to that. I actually completely forgot he gives you a hint as to where to go next. If you, kind of go boo hunting and don't continue with the story. But as of right now, I'm kind of more interested in this. Now, if you don't find a boo in time, every now and again they will change location, and you'll hear their laugh, but they'll still stay within the same room, so long as you haven't discovered them before, and they go bloop right through the wall. Believe me, you'll know when they leave a room. Yeah, like that one just changed location. Where is this thing? I guess in this chair. Yep. That was really hard to get a hold on. Turbo and I go off! That one's gonna not get through the wall. I thought that one was going through the wall. Also, like, all these boo puns that they have. Like, I came up with 50 of these. But anyway, that is boo number 6. And I do believe that's every room that we have access to in Area 1. So why don't we go and check out Area 2 and see if we can't find some more boos. And yes, Toad, I realize I could save with you, but I kind of don't want to right now. I apologize. Ah! Guess that's what I get for snubbing Toad. Yeah. Yeah. It's also what I get for not paying attention. Alright. So let's check out what we had going on last time. I believe we found a room... Actually, we could go down to this breaker room and check over there, because we don't have access to this room yet. So let's go in here. And you generally won't find boos in the hallway, unless, like I said earlier, and like what happened earlier, you chase a boo out of a room that it was already in. That's generally not how things work. Like, they won't be in hallways, they'll always be in an already established room. Like this room, for example, although I guess this isn't a great example because it's not... I don't see anything in here. The light's not yellow. But then again, the light's also not on in here, so he did say that they hate the light. So I guess we're gonna have to flush them out. So if they aren't in here, we're gonna have to remember to come back here for later. If they aren't down there, then perhaps we can check in here in the ballroom, where we did turn on the lights after taking care of the 2 dancers. They were dancers. Dance, ghost, dance. And literally no one's gonna get that reference. We got another one, and he's 60 HP. I am boo la la. And he's trying to escape. But there is no escaping from the poltergust of justice. don't even know what that means. I just need to come up with something on the spot. Alright. And then, of course, let's see who the dumb boo was that just didn't even leave the room that it was trapped in. I feel like he was like that one Plankton from the episode about Plankton's family. There's like everybody else runs away, and then there's that one guy that just stayed in the place of danger. Why aren't you running? Well, I can't read. I feel like that's basically what we're dealing with right now. It's like, this guy's like, nah, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like leaving this room. This room's cozy. Anyway, bye-bye, Game Boo. You will be missed. I feel like we had a Game Boo. Oh wait, that was Game Boo Advance, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Game Boo Advance. Outstanding work! You're like a leopard on the hunt. Okay, now send me the boo and all the data you've got. That makes 8. Now I can think of one more place we can go to before we kind of have to start moving on with the rest of the game. And that, of course, is the bathroom, where we found the key from the end of the last episode. So we have a candle ghost going on over there. I have all kinds of ghosts in this hallway, and I just don't feel like dealing with any of them right now. I went into the wrong room. We'll get back here. Sorry, Toad. This is the one I wanted to go into. Anything in here? No? Too small for a boo? I guess so. Oh, yeah. Alright, well then. I was gonna catch one more boo before leaving out this episode, but I guess the game said no. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for today's episode. A bit of a shorter one, I know. But we're gonna be doing a lot of boo collecting, and there's still a lot of the game to go. But for now, I feel like this is a pretty good place to end off. Next time, we'll do what EGAD suggested and go to the room just south of this one, where the Toad was just chilling, and see what's going on in the washroom, and see how we can start turning some more lights back on so we can start getting more boos. Oh. Don't... I don't know. The boo's name. It just makes for some unintentional slips, I guess. I don't know. Just sounds funny. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going on about. I'm immature. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.